But today's video, I'm out here at my, recognize this? There's Colleen, a BFF, and I got 4 bundles in there. There's one ready to go, and I need to take them 30. I took them 10 yesterday, but they were real low out front, and there was nothing left in the back. Normally they keep 30 in the back, so you guys are gonna have to help me keep count. Also, I'm gonna give you a health update to what my doctor said, or the gastroenterologist that I met on Friday said about my stomach and being inflamed, as the Canadians are making a bunch of racket down there. Bunch coming into land. They just came from Saskatchewan, from Frank and Colleen's. But you can see I got this pretty full, and I tried to start on time for Paul because he gives me a hard time. If I don't start at exactly 10 a.m., start at 10:02, he gets pissed. But we got, look at this apple that Paul or Mike brought me. And Paul said he wanted some, but I guess it took me too long to get it, so now he's not going to take it. But I bet you Chris Bishop would smoke with that apple. I bet he would. And this Mike put some more bundle grade here, so I'm gonna have to start replacing that. Hey, morning, Brad. How you doing? Firewood at the furnace. So I'm gonna set you guys up here on the tripod and get to making these. My initial plan for today was I was gonna have Mike go down there and start working on that top of that tree that's in the woods. You can see it down there, and cut a load. Have him bring me a load, but I guess he had to play games today. Oh, I don't know what he's doing, but he said he'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully it's not raining, because like overnight we had some loud thunderstorms, but it's cleared out for now. And I want to get this in a safe spot so it don't fall. So let me go ahead and put you on here. There's Uncle V. What's going on? You want some of these Canadian geese just up at Nova Scotia? Do they hang out up there, or are they just like Saskatchewan? So there we go. That looks like a good spot. I'll make this bundle up, and then I'll let you know what the doctor said. Like I say, I did that live stream yesterday, and if you've seen that on Facebook, then you already know what I'm gonna say. But this is only going to YouTube right now. I gave Bill the day off. You know, these bundle making videos don't really do that well, get very many views, so it's not going to get too many replays. So I said, just go ahead and get caught up on your work. He was supposed to go to K&L's Hoosier Firewood Hysteria in Indiana, and then he just got so bogged down at work making merchandise like this or like this at backspingraphics.com that he couldn't make it. So, and with my health, you know, I don't want to do any traveling. I actually feel fairly decent today. Got a good night's sleep. Pain is minimal right now, so that's a good thing. But there's other times where it's just burning so bad. I'll tell you about my sales for the week. I'm glad that May's here, and it's like I say, it's finally warming up. It's probably, you know, in the low 60s right now. And but for the sales for the week, I on what was it, Wednesday, Mike and I delivered 2 Joe cords of shortcut winter wood of 100% oak to a customer about 30 miles away, and we had to stack it there. For that, I got $630. Then I filled up the trailer. We filled up the trailer, dropped that off on the way down there, and I sold that for $140. Then the next day, Mike and I delivered to the pizza oven, and that was $225. And then Lester came here and picked up $25 worth of wood in his trunk of his car. And then yesterday I delivered 10 bundles to the store just to make sure they had enough. And they only had about 8 bundles left in the front. And like I say, being that Saturday night and right next to a lake, and all the lake people from Chicago are coming over for the weekend, and I wanted to make sure they had enough to get them through the night. They had about 8 there, and I took them 10. That was $40. And then for these 30, when I take it up to the store, I'll get another 120. So I think for the week that's about $1,400. It's not too bad, but yesterday I went and seen Herb. And prepaid him for a load of hickory, the shagbark. So that was $400 right there. But he processed it and everything. So when he brings it here, it'll be ready to go. Because I know by next week they are going to be, the store in Portage is going to need another load. I'm sure of it. So I told him he had to have it by then, and I told him bring as many as I can, and I can pay him back later if need be. But like I say, sales are picking up, which is a good thing. But anyway, as far as the health update, on Friday, I met the gastroenterologist at the hospital I've been going, getting all these tests done. Went over everything with him, and one thing he wants to do is a colonoscopy, which I've heard stories about that. I know I got to alter my diet starting. It's going to be on the 16th, which is a week from this upcoming Tuesday, and I got to alter my diet. I can't eat any oatmeal or beans or popcorn like a week out, and then like 2 days out, I got to pretty much just switch to a liquid diet. Basically the day before, and then nothing like at night or whatever. So that's going to be fun. And then another thing he said that they're going to do is they're going to run a camera down my throat into my stomach and look around, take a look in there. And I guess they gotta sedate you for that, so you don't know what's going on, obviously. And the last time I've been had surgery, or where I had to be put under on anesthesia or whatever it's called, was when I had my wisdom teeth pulled when I was 15 years old, and that was in 1985. And then before that, I had my tonsils out. That was probably in like 1975 or 76. Just never got sick or never got hurt for the last 35 plus years, and now it's just all happening at once. Because I've got a MRI scheduled for this Tuesday, which is the 9th at 10 o'clock, which isn't too bad. I think it'll take about an hour, and they're gonna check out the lesion they found on my pelvis. And then I've got scheduled a EMG on the 24th of May, which is like an electrical shock test of your nerves. So they're going to try to find out which ones are still working and whatnot. And, I'm coming up almost on a year when all this started. It was right around the 4th of July. All right, there's 8 bundles right now. I know Firewood at the furnace, he said his bundle sales have been picking up, but it's the time of year, and I think Larry Hoddle and Robin, they've been selling a bunch too. Let me take a quick union break. Got this new flavor of body armor, cherry lime. It's pretty good. There we go. Well, my brother got back at 6 in the morning from his church trip. I haven't talked about it, see how it went. Getting excited about season coming up to the lake, and I'm just like, I think I can do that, but I don't know how I'm going to be feeling in another month. So I didn't make any promises. I hope to be able to do it, but I'd like to be able to play some golf too, but I don't think I could do it right now. with the pain and everything else. So it might be another long summer if they can't start treating me and getting me back to somewhat normal. But I'm out here doing this because if I don't do this, then I don't eat. Gotta keep the money coming in. Oh, I forgot one other sale. A guy came and bought $20 worth of hickory from me. He wanted white oak too, but the only white oak I got is a full rack back there, and I'd rather sell it whole than take $20 worth out, which is like 20 pieces of wood. And Nate stopped by. I paid him some of the money I owed him. Gave him $175. Now I only owe him $700. I still owe Phil $400. But like I say, if these sales pick up, I'm good for it. I told him, don't worry about it. You get paid. You know, I said, if you want to just keep bringing me wood and I don't have money to pay you, I'm going to have to owe you. And they said, that's fine, you know, because I don't blame them. Dump on it. Bring it right now before the woods gets filled up with prickers and bugs and cutting in the heat and the underbrush. You can't see anything. You know, now's the time to get into the woods to get cutting. If you don't have a tree service that brings you nice wood like Firewood at the Furnace does, you should check out his new video. He talked about, you know, getting hooked up with tree services, and pretty much everything he said on there I agreed with. I'm just too picky on myself. Plus I want dry stuff. You know, they do get him some ash, but usually the stuff that they get him is green. But his landing where he dries the wood, you know, in those single row or the two rows on pallets, and it's all measured out. It's a lot of work, but it's a great way to dry it. And then when you go to load it, it's a lot faster loading stacked wood than piled wood. But there's also a lot of time in it getting it ready. But he does have his son Brady and Brady's buddy Dom to help him, plus Taylor and Valerie. They all help, and even sometimes his mom Connie. So let's see where we at right now. Come on, I'm tying a handle on here. Getting pretty low on twine. I've had 2 rolls for like 2 years. I'm sure the price went way up on it like everything else, but I'm gonna have to order some soon. So let's see, I had 4, 4, 2, so there's 10. Got 20 more. I'm gonna just check and make sure everybody, if you're still watching, if we lost signal. Looks like we still got the signal here. No problem, Brad. So, yeah, and it's also this time of year where when I'm doing these live streams, I start losing the signal. Just as you can see, the oak trees are all, the maple trees especially, the leaves are really starting to come out now. And by the end of the month, it should be all filled out. Nice piece of cherry here, mix it in. Yeah, I was wondering what Brad, what'd you think of that delivery I did, you know, on my Facebook live stream, where they had to stack it under that deck and being hunched over like that. You know, you're a big guy, it's no fun doing it. But I bet, if Patty's watching, Patty and Jeffrey, Patty probably could stand up under there and stack it. Even Mike's stepson, George, it was hitting his head. I've got under there and did it a few times when Nate or Craig was helping me. But it's no fun. And bumping your head sucks. All right, let's see. Turn this, or actually, right here. So I'm doing 4, 4, 4, and then I'm gonna go all the way back. If you're wondering why I got the truck, I normally don't do it this way. back into here, but I pulled in forward because where I unload this at behind the shop, I got to back in and then unload this way. I can't pull forward. So, if they're on that other side, then I got to walk all the way around to get them. So that's why I'm doing it like this, if anybody was wondering. You like Kentucky Derby? I got a story about that. My friend Craig, he called me up and wanted to place a bet on it, and I told him to like go in on like Fuel or DraftKings, or go online and do it, and use his credit card. Of course, I don't think he has a credit card, or I don't even know if he has a checking account or ATM. He thought I did, and I'm not set up on that. So I said, well, you might have to go to the casino, because they just added a sports book last year, a couple years ago, to bet on sports. He goes, well, why don't you go up there with me? And I'm like, well, I haven't been to the casino in a year and a half. Don't really have much money. And then, of course, on the lottery on Friday night, I won $500. So I said, I'll go now. We get up there. He wants to put $100 on Mange at 15-1 to win. 80 for him and 20 for his landlord. We get there, and per state law, you're not allowed to bet on the horses. Well, I hope Mange doesn't win, because that'd have been $1,500. Guess who won the race? Mange. I felt bad for him, but I told him if he wants to bet on horses, he's got to go online and do it. So he was kind of sick about that. As far as me at the casino, I like playing roulette. I bought in for $150. We stayed there for an hour. He got lunch while I was playing roulette, and I bought in for $150, and I cashed out for $160 after an hour. So an hour of entertainment, and I made $10, and that's fine with me, because like I said, I owe all these guys money. I'm sure the haters are chirping about it now, but there's not so many haters on YouTube as there are compared to Facebook. But so I didn't lose anything, broke even. That's just like winning, as long as you have a good time. So who knows, it might be another year and a half before I go back there again. So I did, I got Herb paid off. I gave my mom some extra money. And I got some money on me to pay Mike tomorrow if he shows up. And I could probably give Phil a little bit of money, and Nate too. I've already got orders coming in for this upcoming week. I was actually supposed to deliver one on Saturday, but the lady called me or texted me and said she wanted to wait because it could rain. It didn't look that bad, and I checked the radar. It looked real light, but she goes, "That's just wait," because they wanted to stack it right away, and they didn't want it sitting in their driveway getting wet. So I pushed that back probably till next weekend. So there's one delivery to do. There's a guy that ordered 1 cord of rounds of stuff that's going to be ready to burn in the fall. So we're going to take them like ash and cherry, semi-season stuff. And I told him $450 for a cord of unsplit rounds delivered. Or I'm going to tell him that today. Make sure he wants to do it. If so, I'll have Mike cut one, and I'll go buy one off of Phil to take up to him. Then what's the other two? There's got them written downstairs. I can only think of those two right now. I know there's 4 of them. Oh, then there's a guy on Lake Michigan. He wants a Joe cord of winter wood, so I got to do that. But man, I got all these damn doctor's appointments. They must think gas is free and you got all the time in the world, you know, which being self-employed, I do have time. So I just make it work, but these orders are backing up, but I can get Mike or, you know, to help me with the deliveries. Oh, there's one other one, but I just can't think of it. I think what we got in here now. So that's there's 12, 14. I don't think I'm gonna take you on a road trip. I did that yesterday, you know, and I know a few of you watching now watched that yesterday. So plus I need to pay attention to the road. You know, I'm sitting there holding the camera and it's not really safe, even though I'm only going 5 miles. Probably not a good idea to do that. I'm sure Brad would agree if he's still watching, or all you guys would agree. You know, text on phone is pretty bad while you're driving. I'm using most of these up front because that's where I got, you know, the wood stage replace it. So I'll just restack it here. When I walk all the way back there, then it takes longer to do. So that's why I'm grabbing all this stuff at the front and taking it down. It is faster this way. Yeah, Mike's been talking about this white oak that he wants to take down. Standing dead, you know, all the branches are barkless and dry. He says it's about 3 foot diameter. I'm a little bit scared about him doing it. We're a little worried, but I told him make sure I can record it, do it live. Maybe we'll see. Oh. Let me adjust you here a little bit. Just come back a little so you can see me. And we got 36 watching. That's not too bad for a Sunday morning. Sunday morning Joe show. Got 13 likes, 39 watching. We need to get it up to at least 26. But you know, that's the first thing I do when I'm watching somebody's live streams. Like Thirsty Thursday, the last Thursday of the month on Firewood at the Furnace. First thing I do when I get in there, smash the like, then go to the live chat. And you don't have to think about it. Because I know now when you're in there, is Aunt Miriam watching or Deb? They make it today? I think they had lunch together the other day. Seeing that. I think they should go over to Patty and Chef Bear and have them make them dinner. So Patty's always posting those pictures of Chef Bear's food and looks really good on their Facebook. They probably can. I think they can do it now on YouTube. They got 100 subscribers already, so on the community tab. Oh, and on this channel, I just got a notification that I just went over 5 million lifetime views. Thank you so much. I picked up about 1 million in the last 2 months. About I don't know, 900,000 came from my shorts videos that I've been posting. Just highlights of old videos. You know, not everybody has seen them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure I bring them enough and not too many. 30 exactly, because I'm going to get paid 120 bucks for it. So that'll add on today's, you know, this week's take home or sales dollars. You know, I had to spend a lot of money too. We got to spend money to make money. Saw Surgeon make it today. Ted make it. here is Jeremiah here from the Outdoors in the 608, because I know he went down. He went to Indiana from Wisconsin to check out that firewood hysteria, and I think Chris in the Woodyard was there. So that looked like a good time. I know hardworking man Heath made it, and Rachel. They took some of their equipment down there. I don't know if I have something big like that here, unless I get way behind on orders or on producing firewood. Have everybody bring their toys here. They're team blue and orange, but I'd let people bring in Wolf Ridge or whatever they got. It doesn't have to be Easton made. But I'm team blue and orange. I think Brad is too, and now Shibe. Of course, firewood on mountaintop firewood. So I'm gonna have to check out some of them videos from the firewood hysteria. Seems like one of these are, one or two are going every month. Joe, the Ohio wood burners, he just had his, but they had a little bit of rain to deal with. There's 5. So if they didn't sell any bundles last night, I take these 30 to them. They should have about 50 of them there, which should get them through Memorial Day. But then after that, then I'm gonna have to take it to them about every 3 weeks. I know I've had to take them like 60 before in like 10 days or around the 4th of July, because that really is the peak of camping season. I would say the whole month of July, pretty much. There's a piece of oak. There we go. I should have more regulars calling me soon for summer campfire wood too. Oh, here's 6 here in the bag. And I got 12 up there, so there's 18. 12 more. We're done. Sun's starting to come out. Gonna make it real humid. But then I guess they're calling for rain again tomorrow, like 70% chance. Got to go get a haircut. I haven't had one since around early February, so I'm overdue. Oh, and it's May. It's getting warm out. This right here, when I get my haircut, this is gone too. So won't see the beard again until no shave November, most likely. I know a lot of people like it. I mean, the main thing I like is that I'm too lazy to shave, and so that's the best thing about it. But I think it looks okay. But it's all white, except for a little dark spot in the chin. But makes me look a lot older. But it's just really not my preference. I really never had a beard until I was in my 40s anyway. I guess I kind of regret never growing it out when I was younger, just to see how I'd look with it when it was actually still my natural color, like the brown hair. Oh. 7. Bundle grade. Whoa. Look at this. Look at this. See that? See that? It's alive too. Wasp. Canadian wasp, I bet. Hate those suckers. They're mean. They get me every year. Usually in the fall when they're getting ready to die. They're pissed off about it and they want to take somebody with them. I think I got enough twine left in there to cut to do another 30 bundles, which I'll do in the next couple weeks and fill this rack up right here and be ready for when they run out around Memorial Day. So although it is kind of nice, it's kind of nice being able to just put it right into here instead of having to pick them up off of there, saving one step. There's 8 in the back. We got 20. Union break time. It's like 39 watching. Probably some people that normally watch on Facebook might have came over, because I told Bill, like I say, these don't get too many replays, so no point I do them both. And what stinks about when he does it, Facebook changed their settings and you can't change the thumbnail, and for some reason when Bill starts it's like a black screen, so that's the thumbnail. By me uploading this later to Facebook, I can choose the thumbnail picture, which the first thing people see if they decide if they're gonna watch your video or not. There's some geese flying over. They're in range. Bug just flew in my ear. I think I'm gonna put one more on each of these, so it'll be 5, 10, 15, and then I got 8 there, so I'll need to do 7 more on the back. Michael Volk, you make it watching. Randy Clay. Randy Clay's been sleeping in and missing my morning live lately. The flat one. Here's one. I did have last Sunday, one of my tree, talk about tree service guys. He called me and he had some shagbark. He said he'd just give it to me, but he lives right by Mike, So I think I might take Mike there someday, and then because he's got a bunch of wood out back that we could buy off him. But he said he'd give me the shag bark, but it's only like half a truckload, but it's free. And I'm currently 100% out of it. And I have a guy, an individual that wants to come from Muskegon buy some, but I had to take care of my restaurant customers that are buying, you know, $5,000 worth of wood from me a year just between the two stores to make sure they have their wood. Instead of some guy that's going to buy from me once, probably never again, because it is a long drive, and he probably doesn't go through it that much. Let's give him a piece of oak. That's drying fairly quick. I got him oak, give him a piece of this cherry too. That's a big piece. Yeah, I think my favorite combination is oak, cherry, and ash mixed together. Normally don't do it the oak for bundles, but occasionally some of it gets through. It's good for cooking, makes a nice bed of coals. Ash is easy to burn. The cherry smells good when you burn it. Larry Cluck Outdoors ever make it? Oh. All right, there's 15 up front, 8 there, 7 more. I don't know. I guess I can use it. Kind of curved a little bit, but I think I can make it work. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Those are pretty big. I gotta have enough slack left on the twine to tie a handle. All right. There's 9 and 15, so 6 more. We'll let that white oak sit. Already got a piece of red oak on there. But I might have to be making these a lot more. If the other store that's around here that sells bundles, they haven't had bundles for like 3 weeks. I don't know who their supplier is. Maybe I should go there and talk to them and say and get that. But it's not one of my more favorite jobs. You see how time consuming it is. All right, there's 10 on the back. Make sure that's tight. I don't want it falling off, breaking. 5 more. This one's been in my way for a while. I'm getting rid of it. It's a little big. How about this? So yeah, tomorrow. Oh yeah, now I forgot my 4th delivery that I got to do this upcoming week. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'm getting my hair cut, and I'm going to the gal that cuts my hair. Her dad's been a longtime customer of mine, and he doesn't live too far from her shop, so I said I'd cut him a break on the delivery if I do it when she cuts my hair. And so my appointment's at 3. I'm gonna go dump just a normal truckload in his yard for $175. Face cord delivered and dumped. 11. 4 more. I watched the King's coronation yesterday. Not this guy. Bet you Colleen did, though. Usually these, if I'm not talking to the camera, I can usually do 30 of them in an hour. I had 4 made up before I started the video. So, but with me talking, it slows me down. Because I don't talk when I'm not making a video, believe it or not. There's 12. Let me check on you. How many watching now? We got 40 watching, and we're 44 minutes in. So it might not be quite the hour. I got 3 more to do. And I don't think I'm taking you on the road trip. I did that yesterday. If you want to see the road trip, you're gonna have to go to Facebook and watch the live stream from yesterday. $40's not too bad, considering what I'm doing. No special guests, making bundles. But you better believe when I get Mike over here cutting, we go down and cut some of that tree up, the top of it anyway. We'll be going live maybe on both. Depends if Bill has time to do it, because it'll probably most likely be during the week. I know I think Mike's wife wants to have weekends off, so they spend more time together. She works during the week. he works for a couple other people too when I don't have work for him. All right. Oh, 2 more. Oh. Don't really want them falling off the back. Better go a little bit on the inside. Oh, one more. I did cut some twine this morning because I cut twine the last time I made bundles, and I think I made 30 of them, and or actually I've made 10 bundles so far out of cutting that twine, so I didn't think I was gonna have enough, so made sure by cutting some more this morning. The video started while I had a few extra minutes to get set up. Like I said, I don't want to dilly-dally, got to start on time or Paul gets mad. If I 2 minutes, 5, but if you ever did a Joe style, a JPF style live stream, you know, you got to get everything all set up and trying to get the right thumbnail picture and enter in all the information. And sometimes you have technical difficulties and it just, you know, causes for a little bit of delay. It happens. Everybody has glitches or technical difficulties on their live streams. It's not just me. Well, looks like I gotta get some more of this split. You can when we started, it was about this high, folks. So last one, premium, premium, premium. Here we go. 30 bundles. 30 bundles. We're loaded up, folks. We got it loaded up. Now I just got to deliver it. What do you think? Look good, Chuck Merrill? That look? Those look good. Ready to ship, ready to burn. And like I started the video out, if you missed it, you know, look how much is left here, and I got some over here to split. Chuck says it looks good. And I need to get that split. And there's some apple. If anybody needs some apple, Paul don't want it. Paul don't want it. And that's what I charge the most of because I hardly ever get it. But my plan for that apple is once I sell that, I'm going to get this cherry split into there. And then I'm going to split the apple and put it where those rounds are so it can dry there. So, but right now this is pretty green. So, but it's apple and I never get it. See? See, Paul? Look what you're missing out on, bud. But yep, I gotta run up there now. Like I said, it's not quite an hour, but we're close enough. And I want to get these done and hit the shower. I'm kind of sweaty now, so. All right, guys. Thanks everybody who attended the show today. Appreciate everybody that makes it to the end and all the thumbs up. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. If I can find the button. There we go.